Hey guys, what it do, what it do? It's your girl, Pisces 1111, BKA, Miss Miami. How's everybody doing out there? I hope all of you guys are enjoying your Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you guys out there, including our single people out there, our married people out there, our divorced people out there, our heartbroken people out there. I just want to let y'all understand what is the true meaning of the holiday today, which is Valentine's Day. So, if you guys do not know me, my name is Pisces. I am a Pisces 1111, BKA Miss Miami. I am here to encourage every last one of y'all. My goal is to put a smile on your face and bring happiness with your journey of learning what love. Today, we're going to be discussing about Narc on holidays, birthdays, and special events on holiday related inquiries. But y'all hold that thought before we get into the deep, exciting conversation this evening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel because y'all know y'all going to keep it getting out there to all those who are needing healing through our narcissism and our narcissistic channel lineup. So, guys, today is a really interesting day. I know as y'all see me today, y'all see me smiling, full of light, happiness, thankful, blessed, and highly favored. But before this, guys, all this smile and glow was not what I had. I was very sad and I was very depressed. I am a narcissistic survivor, NPD. Today has been a good day for me today. I am going through the recovery, learning more about self-love. Self-love is the best love, but my motto, I always tell everybody, you are enough. Tonight, we're going to be discussing narcissistic abuse. Now, I do have a vlog channel where I mention very important topics on how to love yourself, how to recover from narcissistic abuse, how to heal properly. I also have a Shein tutorial. I do Temu tutorials, and I do my nail press-on nails tutorial. This is one of my passions I love doing. So if you want to see more tutorial, I sometimes have it on my Facebook Live. My Facebook Live is hidden. It's also listed on the link below. Now, before we get into all the juicy stuff for this evening, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Y'all know this channel is going to keep the channel line up, helping me to heal those who've experienced narcissistic abuse. So today, guys, was a really interesting day. I am back going through the recovery journey in my life. I always recommend to get into your realm of research. I went on YouTube because I was trying to understand my relationship that I was in. What kind of relationship am I dealing with? Because I felt spiritually drained. It's like all the light, the glow that I have now, I didn't have this glow. It was full of darkness. And I was trying to understand my whole life journey dealing with certain type of spirits or entities that you're dealing with. As time went on, it's been known now, it's called narcissist. Now, a narcissist also is a spirit, but basically they are energy vampires. I am Pisces 1111. I am an empath. I have awakened after my last trauma bond that I experienced with the narcissist I was in a relationship with. Now, throughout my 40 years of living, I have experienced narcissists my whole life. And I'm starting to understand more and get more information and learn more about what is narcissism and how does it affect your life. So basically, guys, we are going to be discussing about the narcissistic on holidays. Like, you want to understand about what do you deal with on holidays when you're dating a narc. So there are 3 stages if you are dealing with a narcissist. It is the love bomb, it is the devaluing stage, and then it is the discard stage. A narcissist is someone who lacks empathy. They also love to cause trauma, and they love to provide discard. The discard is used so they can hoover their other victims or hoover their other relationships they have. The thing about a narcissist, they are never with one person. They're with multiple people. This explains why they do the discard phase so that they can give them time to check out there for other options. So basically, they are on the prowl for the next available person that they can play with or put on the show. So as time went on, I started learning a little bit more about narcissism. So the first thing that I want to get more into detail about, because I have all my information here, is the little red flags. When you start in a relationship, that's why I do recommend self-love. The narcissist comes into your life to teach you self-love, because after you experience the traumatic experience after dating them, you will learn self-love. So my narcissist that I was dealing with, let's get into the details about Hoover, love bombing, and devaluing. Now, narcissists walk the earth. They come from all forms of life. You can meet a narcissist where you're on a dating app. You can meet a narcissist social media. You can meet a narcissist while you're out in the street. You can even meet a narcissist on your job site. They're in all sources of all over the world. There's no way to stay away from them. The way you do it to be able to stay away from them is learn the little flags that's going to let you know you're dealing with a narcissist. So, learned lessons of what I went through with my last relationship. So the narcissist that I was dating, I met this narcissist off of Facebook. Now, Facebook is a social platform that, you deal with Facebook for quite some time. It's been out for many years. I trust more of the Facebook because the Facebook, it has more of that face and you can look up into the research and it's more safe to me. I really don't trust the other dating sites. They have other dating sites out there. I don't really trust those. Usually with Facebook, there's a friend of a friend who knows a friend. So you can really get to the root of if you're talking to a person. But what I want you to know is when you are dating a narcissist, the first thing is the narcissist, they look for their next victim, their next prey, their next potential relationship. Their goal is not a relationship. I just want you to understand. They are with you for what you can do for them. This is the purpose of why you're dating a narcissist or why you cross paths with a narcissist. With a narcissist, it's all about them. What you can do for them and how you can make them look. It's nothing about you. It's not about how none of that stuff. Now they do like very particular type of women. Sometimes they like the women who are very successful, single parents. They even like some of them who have really low self-esteem because those are their targets. The more successful she is, the more potential she is to be that victim. So basically what I had to learn, I always knew that I am enough. I always was deemed because I am an empath and they're very attracted to empaths. Empaths are people who have empathy, who have love for one another, who do believe in being caring, have a kind heart, want to give a person the back of their shirt. They're really down to earth people. They believe in treating people how they will want to be treated. And they really go over and beyond. Now, the thing is with the empath, that's a person with a beautiful soul. So it's good for it to be empaths that walks the earth, because without an empath, the world will be dark and gray. So you need empaths that encamp the earth. So we're talking about narcissists on holidays. Holidays are the most potential time when narcissists attempt what they do. If a narcissist is in a relationship, the relationship is only a potential time frame for the next victim. They always are on their next conquest. See, an empath believes in longevity. So in your mind, you're thinking longevity. So I'm going to put it out there and explain to you about my story, narcissism, of what I experienced. So I was single and I was in a relationship a year and a half. And I met a previous narcissist, because it happens. And the previous narcissist I dated, we wound up breaking up. The ending was very, very traumatic. The endings are always traumatic with a narcissist. When I say holidays and birthdays, important events, the last narcissist I dealt with prior to the one I'm dealing with now, On my birthday, he discarded me on my birthday. We got into it on my birthday, and we got into it the night before my birthday, and he created arguments, problems, whatever longevity. This has been going on for a while anyway. The all-nighters, the disappearing in the nights, I was dealing with all that. He winded up discarding me the day before my birthday. We got into it because narcissists like to create arguments and cause chaos. They live in trauma. They live in drama. They live for it. My previous narcissist that I was dealing with would call the people that he worked with on the job. He would call 3 and 4 way. It would be 3-4-way phone conversation with 3 people at his job, and they will be on the phone talking about somebody at the job. I couldn't believe it because in my mind, and he was a narcissistic Scorpio. I couldn't believe it because in my mind, as an empath, we don't believe in talking about people like that. And matter of factly, you're doing 3 and 4-way on the phone with people at your job, just keeping up a bunch of crap. So he was the type that kept up a lot of drama. He was a drama king. And let's get on that. Narcissists, men and women, are drama kings. They always creating chaos. It's like they don't like peace. They like drama, havoc, arguments, issues, drama. So he was keeping up a bunch of stuff with the people at the job. And I had told him, I said, you know what? It seemed like you get into it with everybody at the job. I say they're going to fire you one day because you keep being low down and nasty. Now, mark me now. The narcissist I was talking to was working at another company, but he was in another town from where I live, which was like 3.5 hours away from Miami, and I was living in Lehigh at that time. So we were talking and everything. So I told him he wound up moving from Miami to Lehigh with me. I had my own place. And I talked him into motivating him. You need to go ahead. You need to spread your wings because empaths, we see bigger in our partner than what they see. We boost them up to try to elevate, become better in their life. So I told him, why don't you try? You drive for transportation. You do transportation. Why don't you drive for the city? Apply for the city. So he said, are you sure? I said, I think you should try. It won't hurt you to try. So he did try, and he wound up getting put on for the city. So he was working for the city, a real good job. I helped motivate him into getting into doing that. But he kept keeping up a bunch of junk with the people at the job. It was like it was always something going on with somebody at the job. And that's a typical narcissist. Drama, drama, drama. So I would hear him talking on the phone about other people at the job. I can count on my finger about 4 people that he had altercations with, meaning like issues. Narcissists have issues. They do. And so when I look back at it, when I met his parents was looking at me like, especially the mom. The mom looking at me like, you want to talk to my son? You get married? Like basically letting me know you're marrying him. Do you really know who he is? Like you're going to get warnings from the family. Now, my first narcissist, I was introduced to the family. And their family is flying monkeys. This is my opinion. When he would do things, this is why I say flying monkeys, because when he would do things that would not be right, like for example, I was sick. Another thing by narcissists, when you are sick, they are not going to be there for you. I was real sick, and I was dizzy, and I was not feeling good. I'll never forget. It's like deja vu. And I told him, I needed him to drive me to the hospital because my head was spinning and I was feeling dizzy. I was real sick. And I didn't know nobody really in that town. The only person I knew was my brother's baby mama, which she was good people. I could have called her, but I didn't call her because at that time I had an old man. So how I look, I'm asking my brother baby mama to take me to the hospital, and you my whole man and you here. So he told me, oh, no, I don't like to go to no hospital. I said, but I understand you like to go to the hospital, but I need somebody to drive me. So I had to drive myself to the hospital with my baby. I'll never forget that. So that was the sign. When you are sick with a narcissist, they lack empathy. So he kept saying, oh, it ain't nothing, it's just a headache. So he gave me some for a headache, but I said, something ain't right. I don't feel good. I'm gonna go to the hospital. So come to find out, I had COVID. Now, I told him to go get tested for the COVID. So he was like, no, I can't have it because at my job, they do COVID tests. I said, but I work from home. See, listen, let me tell you this. I worked it from home. My baby did not have COVID. How did I get COVID? So he was like, it probably would. It didn't have to be him. I work from home. I don't be nowhere. My baby didn't have COVID. You probably gave me the COVID because he worked it for the city. He would never go get tested. So he said he got tested from the job, but I never seen proof of the testing. Make the story short, he never will go to the hospital. He never will go to the doctor. So he never go to the doctor. So because I had COVID, his family got medication for him for the COVID, but he never went to the hospital, y'all. So when he didn't go with me to the hospital, that was the first sign that let me know this is not the man. And matter of factly, I was engaged. I supposed to got married in July to this previous narcissist. But the sign was he didn't go with me to the hospital. That was the first sign. Another thing is he always created arguments and problems every time we got to go somewhere. It's like he fed off drama. He was a drama king. I had an incident with my neighbor across the street. And I got upset. Tell me what y'all think. He outside and I'm in the house. Because, I talk to people, but I didn't really deal with people. He was more what you call a social butterfly. He always was interacting with everybody, which I don't mind about that. But I'm the type of person, I'm more cool, laid back. Like, I don't have to be around people all that. Like, I'll talk to people, but I don't like to, I'm the type of person, I speak to my neighbor, but I ain't hanging in all that, depending on circumstance. So one night I'm in the house and we outside, we listening to music. So I go in the house. When I go in the house, because I had a screen door. I lived in a mobile home at that time. I look through the screen door, he ain't got no shirt on, and he out there juking with no shirt. So the neighbors across the street, it's nothing but females across the street. No, it's okay. It's the husband. It was the husband, the wife, and it was some girls that lived there too, the daughters and the sons. But I felt that was very inappropriate because why are you outside with no shirt on, dancing and juking with no shirt on? That's just like me. If I'm sitting on the porch and I put on some booty shorts and it's a lot of people out the door and I just start flopping my ass out the door and he in the house, how that look? So I said, damn, he's very flirtatious. Like he's very loose. And I was like, I didn't sign up for all this. So needless to say, he was doing a lot of things. He will always do a discard and disappear. We would get into it and he would disappear. One night I woke up, I was asleep. I get up. He gone. I'm calling his phone, he don't answer. In my mind, I'm like, man, this man on some whole shit. Whole shit. So I tell the dad, I talk to the dad. Every time I talk to their family, because I want to talk to somebody, I talk to his mama. She never would take him for accountability and say, that's wrong what he doing. She always would say, well, try to make it work because you don't want to self mess up what y'all got. I'm like, what the hell is you talking about? Your son did not go with me to the hospital. Your son was out all night and he disappeared. It's like his family was flying monkeys. When I started learning his family was flying monkeys. When his mama, okay, the families was something else. His mama wanted to be my friend on my page, my Facebook page. Me and him had got into it. My family came down and we was dancing. We had a gathering and my family went live and I was dancing. we had a gathering going on. So you know, like you on Facebook Live, you dancing, all that, y'all family dancing. I'm joking, like I'm joking. You know what I'm saying? Living my life. She gonna go on Facebook Live and say, that's a shame. You shouldn't be degrading yourself like that. I am so ashamed of you to your behavior like that. And I was like, what the fuck? So my sister went on my Facebook page. She saying, sis, did you see what his mama put on your page? That is so inappropriate. Like, she could have approached you about that. That was not right for her to be checking you on live. Like, you could have called me one-on-one. When I'm trying to call you and talk to you about your son, you don't want to talk about nothing. But now you all scoping my Facebook page. Why are you even on my page? So, honey, the mama was down. I think the mama was down with the fuckery and the foolish, honey. The mama didn't never like to take accountability when her son would do stuff that was not right. It was not right, period. They never want, the mama and the daddy, they never wanted to say when the son was wrong. I didn't like it. We wound up having a fallout because I had a fallout one night because my son was coming home from the army. Like I said, very important functions. He's nowhere to be found. But when it's his time, I show love. Like his birthday, all that, I show love. On my birthday, he never showed up for my birthday. And my son came home from the military. He was like, oh, I got to work. He was going to come up there. And he never showed up until he was asleep. Honey, you was lying. So make the story short. He called himself doing a discard and leaving me on my birthday. While I was out of town on my birthday, he supposed to meet me up there at the resort. He packed all his stuff out and moved out. So I did not call. He was trying to pull a Hoover after he moved out to get a reaction out of me. I never replied because on my camera it showed him moving out. So in my opinion, I'm like, okay, you moving out on me. This is like some snake bitch shit. Like, me and you were talking earlier. You gave me money for my birthday. You act like everything was cool, but you discarded on my birthday, right? So he got mad because it's all about them and they lack empathy. And by the way, he was very verbally abusive. Okay. He was already married before. And he told me that the reason why him and his previous wife got a divorce was because he called her in the bed with another man. And I believe that's a fucking lie. Because the same way he busted into my house and broke the hinge off my door because I wasn't answering none of his calls after he discarded me and moved out on me on my birthday weekend. I'm just telling you how narcissist is. Lack empathy. Raised hell because I was not entertaining his discard. He was trying to get a reaction out of me and I didn't entertain it. So he got mad and broke shit up in my house. He came in my house. He broke my house up. He bust my window to my truck. He broke the mirror valves in my truck. He bust the window out of my other car. He tore up the stuff in my house. And then when I came back from out of town, my whole window was left open. He came in the house. He was just doing a lot of stuff, y'all. He was doing a lot of stuff and it scared me. So that same night, when I came home, I had changed my locks because he had moved out. And I don't understand how you going to be mad and you move out without talking to me. Why would I leave my doors unlocked so you could just come in the house? That's stupid as hell. You moved out. So he basically had discarded me. But prior to all this, y'all, I went in his phone. I was seeing text message him with other women. It was just a lot of stuff he was doing. I didn't know what he was doing, but he's just disappearing in the night. He was just a hot mess. He was a hot mess. He was a hot mess. My family said none of them were going to come to the wedding. And now I understand why he wound up getting a divorce. Like, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Lepers don't lose strikes. So moving along to the next. So he kept trying to, after he seen I was not entertaining the shenanigans, so you're dealing with a toddler. By the way, you're dealing with a toddler or a teenager. Not entertaining the shenanigans because he was like a whole man child. He was a man child. It was nothing a man about him. He moved from Miami and moved with me in Lehigh and got fired from the job. He wasn't even on the job a whole year and got fired. Like, there was no longevity. He was fired on the job because too many call outs and too many no-shows. So he will call out from the job after being out all night drinking or whatever he's doing. And then he'll call out from work. And I was like, why? He'll stay home. And I was be like, why you didn't go to work? Oh, What you want me gone? No, it ain't. I don't want you gone. You need to be a man and go to work. He was the type that really didn't want to pay no bills like that. He used to pay bills, but he used to be like, try to make it look like I'm a gold digger because I was telling him to help pay bills. And I had told him, I said, listen, I'm not on no program. I pay real bills. I don't know who you used to dealing with, but I pay real bills. So he used to be very verbally abusive, say real fucked up shit to me. And I just, oh my God, like he had some issues. And I remember my family was like, he had some issues. So then he tried to triangulate me with his new supposedly fiance. We had been apart for 5.5. No, we were broke up about 5.5, 6 months. He was engaged to a whole nother woman. And this woman was his fiance who called my phone. Now let me get this. Let me rewind this. I called his phone because we had property together. And the people kept trying to call because the agreement was we supposed to went half on paying for this property. But he stopped making payments and all that. So I called him to ask him, how can we negotiate this? But he would never answer my calls. Wound up leading to an argument. So I don't know if he told the girl I called or whatever he was telling her. I don't know because they be lying so much. They're big fucking liars. The girl called my phone. He was trying to get a triangulation thing going on between his new fiance and me, the one he's discarded. And I was like, hell no. She called me asking me, are you sure nothing is going on? And I told her, no, you got him all to yourself because he's a problem. You got to know you're the next victim. So moving along from that was the end of that story. And he was a Scorpio, a narcissistic Scorpio. Minding my business. I wound up having to move out of my mobile home because he had vandalized and tore up my home. He tore up my cars out there in the yard. Okay. My dad was very upset. My dad called his dad and told him, you need to talk to your son. Like, he damaging her stuff. He moved out. I didn't put him out, y'all. He moved himself out, right? It got to the point when he damaged the house and all that, I called the police on him. I was like, he's doing too much. The police told me there's nothing they can do. And I was like, that is it. So I packed my stuff and I went back home to Miami. And I never went back to that house. But then I went back because I was scared down in that house because my neighbor was telling me, you need to be careful. You know, he's been in and out of the park, the mobile home, all this. We seen him climb through the window of your house. He'd been in and out of the mobile home. I never went back to the mobile home because he was scaring me. Okay. I moved with my family. Okay. I went down there with my family. I said, okay, I'm just going to move and start me a new life. I didn't want to be down there no more. It was bad memories and I didn't want to be there. So I wound up leaving from Miami and moved up here where I'm at now. Okay. So mark me now, as an empath, you are always independent. Empaths are usually very independent. If they're not independent, they got good souls. So I pretty much always had my own. I've always had my own. I always was independent. I always had my own place. I got a good soul inside and out. I take care of my kids. I'm a mother of 3. I have one son. I have one daughter who is a social worker. She graduated with her BA in psychology. She graduated with her BA in social work and she's going back to school right now. I have a second son. He's enlisted in the military right now. Then I have a third child and she's 5. I also graduated with a bachelor's degree. I'm very educated as well. But now I can be hood if you want me to, but I am very educated. Okay. So I moved here into this home. Okay. Now this home, I don't own this home, but it is a home that I'm paying bills to pay. I'm not on no program. I pay my own bills. Okay. Now I am also a single mom because of the simple fact my last baby daddy, and I'm going to tell you another thing about narcissistic men. When you do not want nothing to do with them and they cannot control you, they become deadbeats. Now, not all of them are, but 90% of them, they don't take care of their kids. And they use their kids as trophies to make it look like, oh, they're this dutiful father, so that way it can pull in women or whatever, but they don't take care of their damn kids. Okay? My First baby daddy, he did take care of my daughter. He was a narc too. Second baby daddy did not do nothing for my son. When I packed up and left him when I was 19, 20 years old, he never did nothing for his child. He was a deadbeat too. He was a narcissist. He used to beat the shit out of me. Let's not get on him. And he was an older man. Third baby daddy, I'm going to tell y'all the story about him. Each baby daddy now I was in relationship with. It wasn't no I'm just sleeping with somebody, okay? But I am going to tell y'all the story about the narcissist in the church, because he was the last baby daddy I had, and we met and we used to go to church together, okay? And those are the biggest devils, okay? We going to get on that about them narcissistic men in the church. You got to watch them. And then married narcissistic men are bad too. They even worse. Okay, so I move up here. I'm starting a new life. Okay, I move here. I have my own place. My family helped me move into this home. I have 2 cars of my own. Not bragging, being boastful, but I'm just letting y'all know about the qualifications I have. Okay, I have my own. Nobody gives me anything, and I work hard. I live an honest life. I work from 8 a.m. to 5, and I work from home. And I'm a full-time mom, and I take care of my daughter. She's 5, and I got 2 grown older kids. Okay. My life is very independent. I'm living my life. You know, I pay my bills. Now, we all know as single parents, you sometimes run across, you need a little help from time to time. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, because you pulling the weight, all this weight on your own as well as a single mother. So there's nothing wrong with that. So I meet this new narc off the dating app. We meet. Everything seems cool. So we start talking and everything like that. Conversation is really good. But the very first sign I noticed, like when I would talk to him, he had me this, they start out with the love bomb stage to the point where it make it look like if you don't talk to them, you're going to lose out on something. It was like a catch me if you can, because I'm on the go. I got things I got to do. I'm taking care of business. Like he was always so busy and all that, which was bullshit. Anyway, we're going to get on that. So, as time went on, he wound up coming to the house, helping me fix something in the house. We did what we did. Love bomb stage. Felt like he was the center of my world, y'all. Like the love bomb is so off the chart. It's something like no other. As time went on, I started dealing with gaslighting. Like he would ask me, he used to say, how old you is again? And I used to say, I'm 40. But in my mind, I used to say to myself, why you keep asking me how old I am? Because I already told him how old I am. Like there was a 2-year age difference. He was 2 years younger than me, but we're within the same bracket. But a lot of people be telling me that, like, you don't look 40. And I understand that, but I was just trying to figure out why you keep asking me how old you are again. How old you are again? How old you are? I was like, why the fuck you keep asking me that? So, okay. Now we're going to start. So the Hoover went in. So everything was going good, y'all. Y'all give me 1 second. Hold that thought. I'm going to give you something to drink. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm coming. I'm coming, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have some of this Long Island iced tea. Because it is Valentine's Day, y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm here. I had made me a nice drink. It is Valentine's Day, y'all. So, I'm sorry, y'all. So, okay. Back to what I was saying. So he started, okay, everything was going good. So as time went on, I let him move in. Dun, dun, dun. This is when shit hit the fan. So he would tell me things like, oh, I make you look good. I make you look good. It's me that make you look who you are. I used to be like, what the fuck? You know, like, before you met me, I was excuse my language, before you met me, I was that bitch. I used to turn many motherfucking heads. You hear me? Like I always had it going on. So then he would say, I love you. And then when he do the devalue stage, when we get into it, you fat bitch, you fat funky bitch, fuck you, bitch, die, kill yourself, bitch, go play with your pussy, bitch. Like I used to be like, what the fuck is wrong with him? It's like he would go from 0 to 100. And I had told him, I said, you need to learn to control your temper. You have a temper. So every week it's like he will be looking for shit. And so I work from home and I was very humble. So I used to be quiet and working on my workstation because I'm a humble being. Like empaths are very humble. And he'll come in the house and I used to feel like I'm walking on eggshells. It's like he used to look for stuff. And it got to the point I didn't even know if I should say, hey, babe, how you doing? Like, it would be time I look at him and I wouldn't even look at him. And he used to be like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. And I used to be like, don't look at you. Like, you're acting like I'm an ugly bitch. Ain't shit about me ugly. So this is when I started knowing that he's jealous of me and he's insecure. Okay. I have a TikTok page. I have a TikTok. And I would do my TikTok little videos, do my little TikTok videos. And I do my, show my nails and stuff like that because I do press on nails. And I would, post cute little pictures, like what people do on TikTok for fun, entertainment purpose only. And, put on my Facebook, social media, live, do videos, stuff like that. So he used to be like, you be on there looking like a little hoe. And I was like, what? Like at first when he said it, I couldn't believe he said it. So he used to be like, you be looking like a little hoe, man. Like ain't no nigga want nothing like that. Ain't nothing gonna get wiped up on there like that. Like wives don't be on TikTok like that. And I used to be like, what? Many people be on TikTok. It's for entertainment purposes. Now Martin, he used to be always on my TikTok watching me on TikTok. Anytime I do a live video, he would be watching me on TikTok. Give me 1 second, y'all. Go sit down. Go sit down. I'm gonna get in just a minute. So he was like, yeah, ladies don't wear shorts like that. Ladies wear dresses. If you want to really be a lady, you will wear a dress. Now I was the type. When me and him met, it was during the summertime. So I'm here in Florida. It'd be hot as hell. So I would wear like my little shorts, but it never was be with my butt out or I wore tights. But I have hips and butt. You get what I mean? So it don't matter what I would wear, it would show it. So he used to get mad at me with that. So as time went on, I started changing my robe. And this is what I'm talking about when I say trying to change you to how they want you to be. And then they still ain't satisfied. And what I will say with self-love, that's why I said, you are enough. I was love bombed and I was such in this trance he had me in. He was changing how I dress. So he wanted me not wearing dresses. He wanted me not wearing shorts. He wanted me wearing pants or dresses. And in my mind, I was like, whoever it was he was talking to must have dressed like that. Because that's not my dress style. I wear my little shorts. I wear, what I wear. So, as time went on, he was like, yeah, because you need to lay off on the social media because what happened was I have a TikTok page and I would do my videos on TikTok and people would put hearts, love and whatever. And it was this one dude that was on there who liked it, my upload live. I don't know this man from a can of paint. He was accusing me of talking to this dude. So I said, you know what? And even when I would be on Facebook, when we would get into it, he'll be like, yeah, bitch, go back on Facebook like you always do. Or bitch, go back on TikTok like you always do. And I used to be like, well, damn. You be watching my page like I'm not on there doing nothing. Like, what is the issue? So as time went on, I said, you know what? You're insecure. You're very insecure. Now I realize you're very insecure. So I deactivated for a while my TikTok. I know y'all, I should have did it, but I deactivated for a while my TikTok. Deactivated my Facebook. And I stayed off social media for a while. So my sister would send me messages. She used to be like, I don't be seeing you on TikTok. I'm like, what's going on? I was like, no, I'm just taking a little break. But I think she knew. So let's get on narcissists on holidays. Every holiday that we were together, he would fuck the holiday up. Like he would cause chaos every holiday. Thanksgiving. My daughter came down for Thanksgiving. I cooked this big old dinner, right? I cooked everything. I cooked turkey, ham, potato salad, macaroni and cheese, collard greens. I even did banana pudding. Like I cooked I did a lot of good food. And I made homemade sweet potato pies. Like I went over and beyond. There was not a lot of people there, but my daughter was coming from Miami and he was here. And this was the first Thanksgiving we did together. So I was trying to, go over the top for it. So he really enjoyed the food. Why? Okay. I have a 3-bedroom house. So in one room, it's my room, but on the other side of the house, it's a guest room. So that's set up for guests. So my daughter, when she came out of town, she was in the guest room. But inside the guest room, his clothes were in there. Okay. All you got to do, because guest is here, get you a few clothing or whatever out of there, because guest is there. So he got mad because my daughter was here and he didn't have access to the guest room, which is crazy because the guest room is for guests, right? So on Thanksgiving, honey, this is what I'm saying, narcissists on holidays, they fuck the holidays up. They like to fuck your holiday up. He made a big ass scene on Thanksgiving and I told him to leave. I told him to leave and he went where he went to go be with a bitch or whatever he was going to go do. They fuck holidays up to go. They discard you on holidays to go and do whatever it is they doing on the holiday. So after he enjoyed eating good and all that, he made a big scene because he went to go do him some contracting gig. He came back, he had this chicken noodle soup in a cup. Got mad because I didn't go in the room in the guest house and give him no clothes. I'm like, what the fuck? All you got to do is just go in there and be like, let me go in there and get the clothes. Took the fucking chicken noodle soup and threw it in the fucking room. And I told him and went to slamming the doors. Now, mark me, my daughter is here. I told him, you got to go. You got to go. So he all outside on Thanksgiving. Fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck, you fat bitch, and fuck your bitch, and carrying on bad, man. Carrying on bad. So another thing is, too, he used to drink every day. Let's get on this. He used to drink every day, right? And he used to smoke every day, okay? Me, I was the type that drank wine. I only was a wine drinker. And when I've had a long day, I'll drink a nice cup of wine. I used to make my own wines or whatever. So he's like, oh, you're an alcoholic. You're an alcoholic. I'm like, how am I alcoholic? Because I'm drinking wine. Like, I'm not drinking liquor. So I said, I tell you what, I won't drink anymore around you. I won't drink anymore around you. I'll have my drink when you're not around. So in his mind, he was like, oh, you being sneaky. You be drinking when I'm not around. Yeah. Because you're trying to deem me as an alcoholic because I'm drinking wine. We all know, guys, wine is not deemed an alcoholic. Ain't nothing wrong with having a cup or two of wine, y'all, after a long day of work. So I was like, this man got some issue, but he be drunk every fucking day. So he was a piece of work. So that was on Thanksgiving. Let's get on Halloween. Halloween, I wanted us to go to the zoo in the location Jacksonville. So he was like, oh, no, I got to go work out. So he was like, because he used to like to go work out. So he was like, ain't nobody going to stop me from not working out. Ain't nobody going to stop me. I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to stop you from your working out. But what I want to understand, why you got to do all this stuff before we going on the outing? So, no, that one on, was that Halloween? No, that was the weekend before. No, the weekend before the Halloween day. We wound up going to the zoo on Halloween. It was awful. It was awful. Let's not even get on that with the baby. It was awful. I wound up going to a trunk or treat a few days before Halloween. Okay. He was not ready. So I said, okay, well, I'm just going to leave and do the thing with the baby with the trunk or treat. Because the trunk or treat's in early. He was trying to go to trunk or treat at 9 and 10 o'clock at night. He wanted to go work out and do all the other stuff. I said, I'm going to go. Because every holiday, you always fucking shit up. My mom's wedding, we were late as fuck. Because He wanted to leave later in the day instead of us getting on the road early in the morning. It just was always something with him. Shit was always late dealing with him. And it just was always fucked up. Halloween, honey, it was all right, but he had took a picture of me and I looked at myself in the mirror, honey. I didn't have no glow. Like, it was no glow. It was all darkness. I wasn't happy at all. They lacked empathy. I remember I had told him, let's come together and build together. I was going through financial hardships because, like, my income, I had, other bills lined up and I wasn't making as much. Well, I was making enough income, but I had other bills, So he was like, oh, we can come together. I had put my hair down and confided in him, telling him, we're a power couple. If we put our finances together, he started crumbing me. Let's get on that. He'll give me like, okay, I'm going to give you money to go toward the ring. He'll give me $100, right? I'm going to give you an example of how lack of empathy these motherfuckers are. He was giving me $100, right? Which is no money. I'm over here paying real rent. My rent over here is $1,300 a month for a house that I live in here. That means I had all this shit. We would get into it. He used to be like, but you don't own that house. You don't own that bitch. Yeah, I don't own it, but I'm paying rent to live here in this house. You is a fucking hater. So he used to be like, oh shit, bitch, man, you beneath me, man. I already own the house. I don't have houses, bitch. I don't have plenty apartments, bitch. You hunted shit, bitch. You don't even own it. It don't matter. I don't own it, but I do have my own fucking house, and I got 2 cars in the fucking yard. So it got to the point in the beginning I used to try to defend myself dealing with this narc, but as time went on, I was like, what the fuck I gotta defend myself with a nigga like you for? You in my motherfucking house. You feel me? You in my motherfucking house. This was my shit before you came here. Then you in here trying to tear my shit up. You get your motherfucking ass up out of here. So, oh my God, y'all. When I say a piece of work, Halloween, I wound up going to the trunk or treat. Came back to baby. I'm in here sleep. This bitch don't bust in here. Where that bitch at? Where that bitch at? Went to throwing shit, tearing up shit and all that for no reason. I was like, either this motherfucker is on drugs or something is wrong with this motherfucker. I told him, you got some mental issues. They have issues, honey. Something wrong with him. Something wrong with him. It was like I was walking on eggshell. Every holiday, he fucked it up. Halloween, he fucked it up. Oh, a few days before Halloween. So because he had fucked it up so bad for the trunk or treat, throwing all the candles, he broke all my Jesus candles on Halloween, 3 days before Halloween, because I left him because he wanted to be all day at a trunk or treat, which was not for you, it's for kids. And we all know trunk or treats. I don't know if y'all know what trunk or treats are, but they have functions at churches and things like that. I was at the church. God is my witness. He sweared up and down I was out with some man or whatever he was thinking. We came home, smashed the hell out. Okay? Let's not get on that Halloween. Thanksgiving, acted like a fucking teenager around my daughter. My daughter came outside, came out of the guest room. She said, Mama, is everything okay? Because he was acting like a fucking toddler, like spazzing out. And I told him, oh no, you got to motherfucking go. Because he was acting irrational. This was the first time my daughter ever had met him. You understand what I'm telling you? And I was so ashamed, y'all, of his behavior. Okay. Now, my neighbor's next door. He sweared me up and down that I'm sleeping with the neighbor's husband, which was fucked up. The neighbor's husband, the neighbor husband and the wife, they are real good people. Hispanic, they good people. Me and the neighbor's wife are good friends. He used to get so mad because I had a relationship with the neighbor's wife. He used to accuse me of sleeping with the neighbor's husband. I know you fucking him. Go fuck the neighbor next door. So me and him got into it. I remember he said, that's why I'm gonna fuck your neighbor. I told him, bitch, first of all, and excuse my language, my neighbor is loyal. She love her husband. And she would never fuck you. You're delusional like a motherfucker. Narcissists are very delusional. They're very arrogant and they think it revolves around them. They are bullies. They try to belittle you and they act like they all is good person until you move them into your house, until you live with them. Then you see a bully. They belittle you. They call you names. It be things below the belt. The breaking point. His birthday was the only birthday. Oh, his birthday. I wound up making reservation for a hotel for him. He wound up coming laterly because he had to work and do what he had to do. He fucked around and speed dialed the phone, and I seen his baby mama. I'm like, what the fuck you talking to your baby mama? Whatever. Another thing about him, told me that bitch getting on my nerve. That bitch getting on my nerve. That's why I'm gonna call DCF on that hoe. I said, you gonna call DCF on your own baby mama? Like, if you call DCF on your baby mama, what that gonna solve? Okay. Got mad at me because I went down with him calling DCF on his baby mama. You's a dirty, nasty, grimy ass nigga. Excuse my language. He was grimy. Let's not get on y'all. Me and man got into it, honey. That bitch left my door wide open. So somebody can come in my house and steal whatever they're gonna get at my house. But I have cameras throughout the whole house. But what I'm just saying, I was like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? I'm sleeping with an enemy. The discard. Okay, so October, Halloween, prior Halloween weekend, he fucked that up. Thanksgiving, he spazzed the hell out around my daughter who came out of town from Miami. I told him, bitch, you got to go. He kept telling me, bitch, I'm just going to find my own place. I'm going to get out. But he never will move out. Every weekend on Friday, he would create an argument and tell him, put his shit out. Listen, put his shit out. Put my shit out on the porch, bitch. Stupid bitch, put my shit on the porch. Put his shit on the porch. He would never get his shit off the porch and move it off the fucking porch. Came here one day, spazzed the fuck out. Threw all my shit out there in the road. I'm looking at this crazy motherfucker like something wrong with him. The breaking point. I'll never forget, it was December. And my family was going to come down for December. Christmas. I say every holiday he fucks it up. The only day he never fucked up was his birthday. I said, you know what? I'm not going to go in Christmas. You fucking up my Christmas. So he said something real slick. We were gonna do or something. He said something real fucked up and foul. I told him, you know what? I know what this means. I got up out the bed because we're gonna do what we got out the bed to take my power back. I say, this is it. This is toxic. I'm tired of crying. You know I be needing help with the bills. You keep giving me money. He'll give me $100, take the money back, crumbing me. But I was so caught up in the love bomb. He used to play with the money. One thing I will say, you'll live and learn. You can't play with the money with a woman who has her own. When I start thinking about it, how you gonna play with a woman like me? I got my own. Even though, okay, I'm not owning it, it's still a house. Bitch, you don't even have a house. And then he was like, oh, I had houses, I had apartments, but you don't have it now. Where your shit at now? What you got now? You kept talking about what, oh, these your apartments, what you had, what you got now? You trying to downgrade and tear up my shit. And so they will fuck your shit up. They lack empathy. So he knew I needed help with paying bills because I had other bills going on. And so I was crying because we had got into it about something. Y'all, he didn't have no empathy at all. He said, you know what? You fake crying. I said, you know what? I can't do this. So in the month of December, I'll never forget what was the breaking point. He tried to get some shit started. And so I got up, I went outside and got in my car. Some say go outside and go in your car because he's going to try to create a fight. I went outside and got in my car because this was going on every week. He was creating arguments to the point my neighbors could see every week his shit being out the door. Every single week I put it on my life. Every single week. And it always falls on Friday. Every week. But he never will move his shit completely out. So I wound up going outside. When he started carrying on to that, I went outside, sat in my car. I say, oh no, buddy, I'm finna go outside because whatever move you make, some just told me he gonna probably try to put his hands on you. I sat out there in my car and he got in his car like he was gonna back out. He like, fucking you stupid fat bitch. I say, well, I'll be all that. Get your shit, just get out. If I'm all this, I was tired of it. And I used to talk to other people outside. That's what gave me the strength. And they used to tell me you deserve better. Make the story short, I had enough. I put my foot down. This was the devalue. He had devalued and discarded me so many times, making me feel like I'm beneath him. That I need him and I make him. He made me look good and I'm nothing. I'm shit. I'm too old. He used to say, you too old. You is too old. I'm used to young. I'm used to him young. Okay. You finna get your ass up out of here today. I took my goddamn power back. He acted like he was gonna back out. When he acted like he won't back out, I got out my car. When I acted like I got out my car, that bitch choked my ass up, put me in a chokehold, and dragged me and told me, go in the fucking house. I say, this is motherfucking it. Now you put your hands on me. I called the goddamn police on him. When I called the police, they don't like to take accountability. He was not here. He seen on the camera the police there. He was like, please don't do it. I told him, I don't care what you do. I want you out my house. I want you out my house. I hate I even let you in my motherfucking house. Time went on. He never will come get his stuff. So you know what I did, y'all? I packed his shit up and put it in the storage. Y'all, I'm gonna have to get y'all around too. He still have not moved his stuff out the storage. Then was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna change everything over and all that. Ain't did it yet. My honey, a piece of work. My best suggestion with y'all is you got to love yourself. I took back my power. I know my worth. I'm an independent woman, y'all. You understand me? But with them narcissists, they try to make you forget who you are. Know who you are. It's going to get to the breaking point. But they like to devalue you to lower your self-esteem. That's what was going on. And I didn't want to accept failure because I was like, I opened up my heart to somebody that don't want what I want. And he made it like I'm not. Oh, I can leave any day. Don't get too comfortable because I won't be here for long. He made sure of it. It's going to happen. But when I put my goddamn foot down, caused me so much chaos. But the only thing I'm doing right now is taking back my power. I'm taking my power back. And go sit down. Take that. Go take that. Y'all give me 1 second, y'all. Give my baby a cupcake. See cupcakes for Valentine's Day. Hurry up now, because we got to go now. Yeah.
This chocolate.
This chocolate look good.
Look, guys.
Okay, go sit down now. Go on. But
They like it.
Here, take it and go sit down. Go in the kitchen. Sorry about that, y'all.
They like
But I took my power back, y'all, and y'all should do the same thing. Like I say, if y'all want to hear the part 2 of it, please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. But I just want to tell y'all, it happens to the best, honey. You can't beat yourself up. You know what I did today, y'all? I got myself a nice flower. I got me a bouquet of flowers. I took myself out to dinner tonight for Valentine's Day with my daughter, and we enjoyed our Valentine's Day. This is the first holiday I would say that was peace. People told me today that I looked so beautiful. I looked real nice, and I can say I'm smiling again, and I have a glow. My neighbors, they tell me that I look beautiful. They say, now that's the person we knew when you first got here. It's like you weren't even happy no more. And y'all, I'm just telling y'all, those narcissists, they lack empathy. And you don't want to celebrate another holiday with them because they're going to destroy your smile. They don't like to see you smile. They like to see you frown. They like to see you crying. They get a thrill off it because they lack empathy. But thank y'all for taking out the time. Like I say, I enjoyed my Valentine was fantabulous. I treated myself out to a nice Valentine today. Treated myself to dinner. And thank y'all for so much with all y'all love. And till next time, y'all, we will be back, and I'll keep y'all up on everything with my progress with my healing, dealing with narcissistic abuse. Y'all, thank y'all. Just know it's all is love, and I'm always here. Like I say, it's a progress. But when you start knowing your worth, you have to remember who you were before you was with them. And I started realizing I'm gonna be all right. And he joked about how you gonna pay your bills. I told him, God gonna work it out for me. So y'all take care now. Peace, love, and happiness. And God been working out for me ever since. So I'm a strong narc survivor. Y'all take care now. I love y'all.